You're listening to the Sans Pants Network.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Plumbing the Death Star, the comedy pop culture podcast where we ask the important questions. I'm Joel.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm also Joel.
And the question we are proposing to you, the audience, today is, would you trust the magic house in Encanto? Spoilers, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Oh, no, the house knows.
There are two situations here with the magic house.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Situation one is we live in the magic house. Okay. Situation two is we live in the town where what the magic house is in.
Okay.
And the valley beyond.
So
Okay.
I guess the place to start with the magic house
The 50-50. I want to know which way he's going to go now.
Yeah, me
huh?
too.
is when the magic powers happened the first time.
That wasn't one of the options.
Because
in a multiple
I'll give you
choice,
two
A or
options.
B, he chose number 4.
Okay.
that's
What?
is the house magic before that happens?
No.
What do you mean?
That
The plot of Encanto.
she gets a magic house.
The family are escaping from a war.
And
Yeah.
then the magic
A fella
powers.
dies.
Yeah,
the fella's
the
wife,
granddad
she's so
dies.
sad that a
She's
candle
so
gets
sad.
magic powers. And then
Yeah.
the candle make her die.
Yeah.
You know what? When I said when she uses her magic for the first time, I meant when the candle gets magic.
Okay.
Because in my head,
But there's
she
no house
used-
where the candle gets magic.
Yeah.
No. But there's the field where the candle gets magic, which
Okay.
then becomes the house.
Yeah.
And then
Who will wait?
wait, does the candle make the magic? Like the
House?
house magic?
Or
Yeah.
is the family magic and then the house is magic because
No,
the
the
family
candle
lives.
making the house magic.
Because
Oh
then
yeah, because the
Mirabelle-
candle gonna go out, and then they're like, "Oh, the family fucked the house
candle
cracking.
is the
We
house."
can't talk about Bruno."
Yeah. Because like Mirabelle,
Well, the
doesn't she have a
candle's
special?
not the house.
I know
The
the
candle's the candle.
Who's
It's-
the house
The
then?
house is magic from the candle, the
Yeah, but-
same way the family's magic from the candle.
But doesn't Mirabelle have a special bond with the house? Is
don't-
the house possessed by the dead like old man?
I don't think so.
that
The house is just a house.
That would be subject. It's not just a house.
Because the house is magic.
The house gets rebuilt, and then at the end with
Here's
the
the thing
fucking
about
door.
the house isn't real. Like, it's in, there
house-
wasn't a house,
the
they
house
made
is real.
magic.
No, I'm saying the candle.
Yes.
Right? They get the candle.
The candle
This is
made the house.
This is she get the candle.
Right.
The grandmother get
Yeah.
the candle. Then she goes and then smash cut. The house is already built.
Yes.
Right. So she gets the candle when her husband gets shot. Right.
Yeah.
So could,
Rest in
I'm
peace.
just
Yeah.
I'm positing.
Okay.
Could the spirit of the grandfather be possessing the house, and that is what gives it magic? Because it's kind of looking after the family.
Possibly. But
Option two, he making the candle making the house the magic.
That's also true.
He's the candle.
Yeah.
And then the candle go out, then they have that family
But
lose
then the
magic.
candle get rebuilt.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't get rebuilt. It should just get stronger again.
The house,
The
gets,
house
rebuilt.
gets rebuilt.
You can't rebuild the candle.
Well, you can.
I suppose you can.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the
do you
house
mean you
gets
can't
rebuilt.
rebuild
Stop
a
calling
candle?
it rebuilding a candle.
You don't say I'm building candles.
You can
You
make
can.
it.
Yeah.
You don't also say you're not making a house, you're building a house.
You kind of make a house.
You can make and build
you
Lego.
go-
You make a home,
You
Jackson.
can make a house a home.
Yeah,
You make a house a home. You can make a home a house. You have some fights or whatever. Make
Yeah.
it loveless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
because
sad.
Mirabelle, she talked to house.
Yes.
And that's what kind of, that's her her power.
Yeah.
Like her power is talk to house.
Can't everyone talk to the house?
No.
Fucked up power.
The house is just there,
But the house doesn't give her a door.
but the house is like,
She gets shit all.
yeah, no,
The
but
house doesn't want enough power.
But then the house is like, here's a little secret, here's a little thing, here's this kind
That's
of
not
stuff.
her
We're going
power.
to direct you to.
That's not her
things.
talent.
Wow.
I don't think she gets a talent.
She can talk to the house.
Everyone.
I
can
don't
talk to the
think.
house.
Yeah, actually,
She doesn't
I'm
get a
with-
talent.
I'm with Jackson because the whole point of the movie. I mean, look. Before we go down the silly route here,
Who knew Encanto would make us fight like this?
yeah.
Encanto fucks itself because it has a message and then it undoes the message in the
100%.
final
Yeah.
scene.
It's
That's
true.
the loudest pour I've ever heard anyone do.
How am I meant to quiet it?
I don't know.
What
Do
am I
it-
meant to do?
Tilt
Do
the
it bef-
mug
Do
slightly.
it before
What do you
we
want?
started the
What do you
show.
want from me?
Have you poured a drink in your fucking life?
What? How? What? Do you,
Whoa. This is how it sounded. Glug, 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 glug.
Blame the can.
No, I blame the pourer. The can's always the can. When I poured my
don't know
drink,
what I could have done.
You could have tilted the
You
mug.
could have tilted the mug. You could have gone from a
I
slightly
don't know
lower
what
angle.
I could have done to make you happy.
So yeah,
This family's falling apart.
we've made this home a house. So yeah, she doesn't have powers.
Yeah.
This is the whole fucking point of the movie.
Yeah.
And sure, the movie fucks itself with the point of the movie in the end because it's like, hey, family was the real magic. Actually, no, magic was the real
It was
magic.
the real magic. Yeah. We
And-
built the house that's so nice. We all
Our
came together.
family is special.
and then
but
the house is magic.
No,
No,
actually,
the house
the
is
magic
magic.
is special.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Because I got a little. I know they're when they're saying we're here to help.
Yeah.
We're here to help out the house. Help out the village. And then it's just kind of like, cool. We got someone that can lift things real big. We got someone that's going to heal you with
He can
delicious
talk to
yummy
horses.
food.
Yeah.
Someone can talk to horses, and then we have two individuals that like this person can hear all your private conversations.
Yeah.
And this guy over here can shapeshift into anyone.
Yeah.
We're helping.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the one who can hear anything is helping anyone.
I don't know how the shapeshifter is helping anyone.
Well, he could become your dead loved one.
That's
He's
fucked up.
a boy.
no, just to help you mourn.
How would that isn't. That's the fucking
when-
plot of that Black Mirror episode.
No, like when Jim Carrey.
You again or whatever it's called.
Yeah, with
What's that episode
Donald
called?
Gleason?
Yeah.
Like when Jim Carrey
Yes.
inhabited Andy Kaufman for the movie Andy and Me.
It was for Man on the Moon.
Anyway,
Andy and Me is a documentary about the creation of the film Man on the Moon.
Let him go.
Let him, no.
Let him finish.
Hold
his-
up, let him
I said,
cook.
Hold up, let him cook. I want to see where this is.
What's he
Where's
cooking
he
in
going?
there?
So when Jim
Yeah.
Carrey for Man on the Moon, where he
Inhabited Andy Kaufman's body.
Andy Kaufman's alive family,
Yeah.
they came and visited him, and they were like, stay in character to help us mourn so that we might, in a way, get a chance to say goodbye.
Okay, so is it?
So Jackson, because one fucked up family says says a fucked up thing to a fucked up man, you're
Yeah.
implying that that's true for everyone ever.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it could be.
If you got a dead dog,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
no.
then if your dead dog comes back for 10 minutes, is that good?
But it's not even
or
your
does that
dead dog.
upset you
No,
more?
it's your neighbor's dog pretending to be your dead dog, and that's fine because Jim Carrey did a lot of research into Andy Kaufman,
Yes,
right?
he
Now,
did.
Camilo, how old is he? Like, I don't know, let's say 12.
I thought he was at least 15.
Okay, let's go 15 then. Why
Okay.
not?
Yeah.
And so it does, and then you see your I don't know, your dead husband dead,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then Camilo comes up and he's like, I reckon I
Hello,
knew what I look
it's
like.
me,
Just
your dead
turns
husband.
into your dead
Yeah.
husband. No, like doesn't do personality, doesn't know
Well, that's
anything
on
about
him.
you, whatever that is.
How is that on? Well, it's on you for wanting that.
Well, but if he's doing it, he should have done his research. He didn't do his research, clearly.
Okay.
So it's kind of on him.
Alright.
He should have done his research to act like my dead husband properly.
Is he charging you for this service?
Yeah.
No, they just do it for the community, like all of the family.
He's 15.
And also, if someone I loved died,
Yes.
and then someone came back pretending to be them,
Yes.
I would feel like I'm being bullied and psychologically tortured.
Yeah, unless this is being done in a very controlled environment,
Like
with
a seance or something.
No,
Yeah, a famously controlled environment, a seance.
what?
Yeah, well, let's light a candle. Let's bring some people back from the dead.
Kind of, that's like what a seance is.
I met a controlled environment with a psychologist and a psychiatrist there who was like, we're going to do this thing because there are things that you left unsaid to
Yeah.
your husband. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to get Camilla, who's going to be your husband.
Yeah.
I understand that we could probably do the same thing with a photograph, but instead we
Well,
have
yeah.
this boy over here who's going to pretend to be your husband. And so that you can get things off your chest. You can kind of, say the things that you wanted
Absolutely.
to say and mourn, not a fucking seance.
But in a seance, it's kind of the same thing because they say we're talking to your dead grandpa or whatever, and you get to be like, "Where'd you hide the gold, old man?" or whatever.
You're lucky you're dead, old man. I'd kill you again.
So the same as I have some
I'll
things
kill you
left
for your
unsaid.
gold, old man. You motherfucking didn't tell me where you buried it before you fucking cocked this.
I have some things left unsaid.
why
I
I'm
wanted
not
to
allowed to
say
go to a
I love
seance.
you.
I just
I wanted
attacked
to
the
say
psychic.
all these things that I had pent up. You were a complicated
What about-
individual, and you're like, "Where's your same as saying? Where's my gold?"
Well, that's, you
You
know.
all was shit.
You asked me nothing, and I know you had gold buried on the old farm.
Once
You gotta tell me
again,
what to do. I'm gonna dig up the whole farm,
I'll
old man.
strangle this psychic till you tell me where it is.
once again,
The psychic says, "Your grandpa's left."
Grandpa's gone. Get
gone,
him
he's
back.
gone.
Get him back. I'll kill you.
once again,
Where's the gold?
in both of these scenarios, it's not actually your dead husband.
What about? I think they do this in Japan,
Oh no.
where you can. And maybe John Safran did this. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was John Safran, where he went to visit one of these Japanese. It's like a person comes in and pretends to be your mom. And John Safran and this lady just spoon, and he says everything he wanted to say to his mom to this Japanese lady, and she comforts him, and he heals some trauma that way.
Yes,
That's
Yes.
just like
that's something you could do, I guess.
that's
there you
like
go.
kind of an evolution of psychology.
Yeah, well, Camilla
Like
could do
seeing a
that.
therapist, and the therapist like, hey, just pretend like this chair's your mom. Or
Yeah, well, it's
whatever.
like an advanced version of that
just-
that Camilla's doing.
I
No, Camilla was a little boy.
Yeah, once again, little
Well, when
boy.
he gets older.
Maybe. But yeah, so I got like a little pet theory, which is that the whole thing, the whole family is birthed out of war.
Oh, yeah.
And so all the powers that are happening, they're just there for
A militia?
Yeah, they're there to help a militia in a wartime environment as opposed to like helping out a community.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of like how Churchill, great PM during wartime,
Gotta love
but
him.
terrible during peacetime.
Gotta hate him.
I think this family is fantastic during wartime, but I don't know, as we kind of
see in the movie.
in the movie during peacetime, it's where like everything kind of goes astray. Everyone's arguing, everyone hating everyone
Yeah.
else, and all the pressure, the drip, 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 or whatever.
It never stops.
Damn, man, I gotta punch a donkey.
Yeah, dude. Those donkeys fucking cop it in this
Yeah, they
movie.
really
Yeah,
But
that's
what are the
awesome.
powers? What are the talents everybody
Well,
has?
Shape
So you
shifting.
got shape shifting.
I remember that one we just talked about.
Seeing a vision of the future.
Yeah, useful.
Visions.
Mood
Mood controls the weather.
Yep. So controlling the weather, we've got hearing,
Animals can talk
seeing
to.
the future.
Zammit has a laptop in front of
Yeah.
him, but I'm just going off the
I
dome.
know, which is like made things so much easier. But then you started rattling them off, and this is in a different order. So I'm like,
Talking to animals. I saw that one on his
yep,
laptop.
I said that one.
Yeah,
Growing flowers.
All right.
Fuck.
And cactuses, she can grow.
Oh, now you want me to
now
read
it's
off
okay.
your
You were
laptop.
doing it anyway. Now that here's express permission. Oh, it's no longer fun. I don't want to do this now.
Okay.
What's
Communicating with the house.
That's not a power. She doesn't have that. Everyone can do that.
Exceptional strength is what was
Oh,
written.
yeah.
Healing.
Healing cakes.
And then they special bond with the castle.
Which isn't a power.
Sorry.
I don't count that
Why
one
is that ranked
personally.
as number one?
I don't know, dude.
Why is this in an order?
I don't know.
Why is shape-shifting last and
this is-
talking to the house
Hey,
best?
This is Collider being the most useful powers ranked. Talking to your house is like more important than like shape-shifting.
That's crazy.
Disagree.
I wouldn't want to live in a magic house.
If I was, what's my fucking house gonna say? Hey, saw you take a shit? Yeah.
yeah.
Stop looking at me while I shit,
Oh,
house.
dude, I'm a house.
Dude, you're shitting in part of me.
What of the house bit like, hey, great shit in my mouth you did today. It was
The toilet's your mouth?
Yeah, dude. The couch is my eyes. What?
What's your front door? Eyebrows.
What the fuck?
Every top is my dick. You've rinsed with my piss.
Every sink is my lips.
You piss into your own mouth every time I turn on the
No,
tap?
my lips are the sink
Just
and
because
the toilet's my mouth.
I piss over my own lips, and then you shit in my mouth. Can you rearrange that? Nah, dude. Magic house rules.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Nothing I can do about it. That's a fucked up life, but I've come to love it.
I think I live in a fucked up house.
I don't want to
I think I could have gotten a normal one, but I didn't.
I'm glad this is ranked at number one power. I'm having the best time.
Yeah. So,
So do you think the house is pissed off? The reason everything goes wrong in Encanto is because they're not going to war?
I think think so. Like, they're not using their powers together to maybe take the fight to whoever it was that killed, say, the grandfather.
That's so funny, then.
Which lends credence to that, either the
house is the grandpappy.
or the candle being the grandfather. Being
Aye.
like, you guys, you're not you're not forming this community to have a militia to rise
Fight
up.
back.
So what are you doing? Come on now.
Will say, if you buy into your theory, though, the powers they have are more defensive than offensive. So I think it's to prevent what happened from happening again rather than taking the fight to someone. Apart from the strength.
Talking to
Yeah.
animals, that kid knows a jaguar.
Yeah.
How is that
they're
out
both-
of
I think
every
they're both-
fucking power to just pick
Yeah.
on a whim to be like, this is an offensive power?
Well, I think they're both
What else is
offensive.
it? What else?
It's
you got?
fucking spying.
If both of these are offensive as well as
Hang on, shut up for a second.
Yeah.
What are you saying? How is talking to animals a strictly offensive power?
Okay,
How
the
is it
bad
not?
guys are coming. I know a fucking jaguar. I say, hey, jaguar, fuck that fucking shit up, cunt. Jaguar goes into the camp.
Bang!
okay.
Oh, yeah,
I
good
know
luck shooting a jaguar.
I know
Oh yeah,
three
an animal
jaguars.
that's famous for being fucking shot and hunted.
Yeah,
Hard to kill.
when you hunt it, if you don't expect a jaguar
Yeah.
or several,
It's 8 jaguars coming to camp.
I would say it is. If you're using it in wartime, sure, send a jaguar in. That jaguar's getting a bullet in the head, but you might spook them.
I
Yeah.
would say all these
Where
powers.
you hear shit through it.
Yeah.
The same as, I guess it's the same as hearing long distance.
Yeah.
all these powers, granted, they're not like a direct frontal assault. These are all powers for an offensive and defensive.
I think if you had
uprising,
offensive powers,
Yeah.
guerrilla kind of.
someone's
warfare.
powers would be, I have gun arms.
Well, yeah, which is what we could do.
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
a
yeah.
family. We could be in the house getting gun arms because with shape
I
shifting.
opened the door and I got guns for arms.
So with shape shifting, again, great to gather intel.
Yeah, yeah.
Great to pretend to get in behind enemy lines. It's really good for
Oh,
spying.
you don't want the kid to help somebody with a dead husband, but you send them to fucking war.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Child
Conscription
soldiers are
wrongs.
fine.
Yeah.
Jackson's seance scam.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Not okay.
It's wartime. We got to do some things that are uncomfortable. We're sending a 15-year-old boy to be a general or whatever.
I suppose the kid with the jaguar is like 5, so
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
Yeah. So the mood controls the weather, and again,
That
I
wasn't-
don't know if it is mood controls the weather or it's just that they like say an X-Man who hasn't gone to get Professor X training is like my powers are out of whack, and maybe
Well,
with enough training.
To lend credence to that, Flower Girl does realize she can make cactus, so
Yeah,
their
so
powers
again-
can develop and change.
So if they're more about controlling the weather,
Yeah.
again, a frontal assault from the enemy, you making it rain, you're making
That's
it like
true.
just the mud and everything they're fucked, and then you have a higher position. to
I'm
take
making
them
it down.
too.
too hot so they get sweady.
Nice,
That's also
dude.
a good way to
No
do
one
it,
wants to
do
be
it.
sweaty
Yeah,
during
they're
the
like,
war.
actually, we retreat. It's too sweaty today.
Too hot.
Yeah, with the
Today's
hearing,
too hot.
Same thing about the whole, you can hear it in their
Hearing
their
long
plans.
distance,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that one's easy.
Now,
seeing the future, these are all defensive.
But you can use them as an
You can do
offensive
either.
way.
Yeah,
So,
but I think that they're-
like paying attention
They're
and
built
listening
in to
to that.
protect the family, not for the
100%.
family to go to war.
Well, yeah, because again, they were the ones being attacked and persecuted.
Yeah.
So it's kind of stemming from that. They are starting. They are the underdog.
Yeah.
So you don't start with the aggressive, thing. If you're the underdog, you got to be defensive.
You got to build.
then
Yeah.
go,
That's fair.
aggressive.
Well,
here.
in that
Also,
case,
it's
yeah.
worth pointing out that this list has seeing the future as number 6
I know,
on
that's
the
insane.
useful list.
That's
like
crazy.
so useful because you're like, we're going to lose this.
Yeah.
We're going to lose this skirmish. Okay, so we have to either because they can't really change.
mitigate or whatever.
They can't really change the future. So again, it's kind of like, okay, we're going to lose that fight. So
Yeah.
let's just have. We're not going to send as many troops. We're not going to send anything like that.
That is funny because they're like with
People are gonna-
Bruno's prophecies. It's like it's coming true.
Yeah.
we can't avoid.
We can't
that.
avoid this.
But they're like, let's just some people are gonna die. That's life. But let's mitigate. Let's draw straws. See
Or it's
who's
just
gonna
gonna
cop
be
it.
like, okay, well, we know we're going to lose that, so let's just I don't know, put up some mannequins or make some vine people so the enemy think
Well,
it's
that's
people
true.
there. I don't know. I'm not the general right now.
yeah.
Then we have what is it? Talking to animals. Like again, hey Jaguar, fuck those guys.
Send a jaguar.
Fuck
in.
those guys up,
Send an
we're bad.
elephant in. Send a hippopotamus in.
Yeah, all the
Stop
birds.
sending
send
big
birds,
animals that are easy to shoot.
Rats.
Rats actually makes more sense. So does birds.
Yeah, rats
okay.
eat all their food.
Yeah, let's send an elephant in. What's happened to elephants with their population? I'm just trying to think.
If you're hunting an elephant, maybe if you're on safari.
Yeah.
Why is growing flowers 4 and seeing the future 6?
growing-
Collider, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. But growing flowers is really good for because it's not really just growing flowers. It's growing kind of.
She
control
make it
over
a
plants.
cactus.
Yeah, she'd make it a cactus.
She could probably make wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So she could feed the troops.
Yeah.
And then also, if she can do create things, can she then maybe kill their crops?
Oh, yeah.
Or could she use them as an offensive ability to be like, well, we're going to maybe grow a lot of weeds where they're growing their food?
Strangle soldiers with thorny vines she could do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Poison ivy.
Like in Annihilation, where people just get turned into.
Oh, yeah.
Like sort of
Make a bear that
plant
speaks
creatures.
human.
Oh
Like
yeah,
in
make a bear that
Annihilation.
speaks human. You
Grow
with their
mushrooms that
powers
make people sick.
combined, they could make a bear that spoke.
That's
I
true.
think.
Are you happy about this, by the way?
Yeah, see how much easier that is? Well, not easier
See
necessarily.
how silent that is? No one listening will know that you're pouring anything.
I was actually looking the other way and didn't notice you were pouring anything. And then when you said, look how, is this making you happy? I turned and it took me a second to even register what you were talking about. That's how gentle that
okay,
pour was.
wow.
Yeah. So see, it can be
You're
done,
welcome.
Jackson.
Did it feel good for you?
No.
Because you wanted to like
I like the
slosh around?
blop, 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 blop noise.
Is it because it reminds you of drinking?
That's just a satisfying noise.
You're a nightmare of a man sometimes. Is this
that
good,
good?
for you?
Yeah, it's a
Sounds like-
lovely noise.
It sounds like I'm taking a piss.
A fizzy piss.
Well, now it sounds fizzy, but the pour doesn't.
Sometimes piss is frothy, so go on.
And then we have exceptional strength and healing, which is pretty self-explanatory
Yeah, yeah.
for how they're very useful in both offensive and
Strong and healing, sure.
yeah.
The other powers being above seeing the future,
I know, it's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
And then
that
of
is
course number one,
bananas.
talking to your house.
I wouldn't trust my magical fucking house.
Talking to your house.
It's
has gotta
also
be-
not a power in the
It's-
movie.
Talking to your house has to, or interacting with it, or special bond, as
Yeah.
they've put it. Yes, a special bond with the casita. That has to be the worst.
Yes,
power,
absolutely.
right?
Does she even get a room at the end?
No. That's
She
the
stays.
point.
I thought it's so fucked up. She has to live in the nursery like a baby.
Yeah.
Until because she doesn't get her own room. I would move out.
Well, that seems like what the movie's suggesting is going to happen,
Yeah.
and then they sing another song where like everything's all
Or it's
good.
Everything's
kind of like
okay,
you
yeah.
relied on your powers for so long to help this community, but really, ultimately, like everything should come together
Yeah.
just be regular people, and never mind. Here's your powers.
Yeah,
back.
your powers come back. Well
Enjoy.
done. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Your powers come
yeah.
back. Did the candle
It's like-
relight? I don't think so.
Why didn't she take Bruno's room?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's well. It was awful. It was like a big sandy cavern.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's this kind of thing
I
of
also-
like, hey, this is like generational.
Why did he make his room all fucked up?
I don't know.
Idiot. I would have made it nice.
I don't think you
The
get to pick the
made it.
house. Yeah, the house
Yeah.
picks.
And this is where it comes from. Like the house wants you to go to war.
Yeah.
The house is like, we were built out of trauma that was built
Why
during wartime. So hurry the fuck
would-
up and because it's a house. It
Why
got
would
shot
the-
by a guy and they're like, we got to fight them. And then like, they don't know. They're just a house.
Why would a house making a terrible room for someone be good for war? That would be bad for war because you're putting a soldier at a
I
disadvantage.
guess if somebody wanted to come and get your guy who can see the future, they'd
have
get
to-
sweaty going up the stairs.
yeah, but like
What I
your
think is,
guy has to go up the stairs.
I keep thinking that. So like,
I would have.
house.
I'd have every room would be a gym basically if I was making
Like
an
every
army
room
house.
is the danger room.
absolutely,
Yeah.
and I'd make guns out of with my house powers. I can make anything, so
Yeah,
why not?
I'd have a cannon for a hat if I'm the house.
I thought it was funny that the kid gets the animal kid. He gets like a jungle room.
Yeah.
Flower girl gets a flower room.
Bruno should get a future room, but instead he gets a desert
But like,
fucked up room.
what's can hear well girl's room look like? And like
Get
when they,
quiet,
I went,
right? It has to be like quiet,
It'll either be
padded.
quiet or big.
And like also when Animal Kid gets his powers, it's like, whoa, all the animals are coming. It's so magical. When Strong Girl got her powers, did like a rock come? Did she get lift up? Like, what? Or like was
It's
it like,
oh my god, my room! It's a gym.
It's a
That's
gym,
just a
okay.
Am
Yeah,
I
cool.
trying to do weights? I thought I was just strong. Do I have
Yeah.
to I gotta maintain this.
and like a cooking lady, the mom,
Yeah.
she would have got no powers. And it would have
There's
looked
no-
like
well,
nothing
or it's
until
like-
the next time she cooked.
Or it's just like, oh, here's your room.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we have a kitchen
It's
now.
yeah.
Oh, I have to live in the kitchen.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
cool.
you got to cook for the family.
It's fine to live in the kitchen if there's a bed in the kitchen. I mean, traditionally, if you've got a bedroom and you've got a kitchen, you don't want to live in the kitchen. But if your
I
bedroom
don't
gets
want a
turned into...
motherfucking bitchin'. Oh, come on, man.
You got to get a bitchin'. Bitchins are good.
We lived in bitchins for most of human history, dude.
I don't want to live
You
in
had
a
the fire in the middle of the house.
Yeah.
You slept on the floor and you loved it.
Yeah, you're like, God bless my bitchin'.
I live with the pigs and my wife. We haven't figured out different room for the animals yet, or
when we
chimneys, so the house is full of
Smoke.
smoke.
We got fucking black lung or whatever it's called.
I wake up every morning, I say, thank God I'm alive.
Sure, we figured
Touch
out
and go.
chimneys pretty quick, right?
Not as quick as you'd like.
Oh.
Because the problem is, here's the trouble of a chimney,
Okay,
right? When
yeah.
you're designing a house and you've never had a chimney before.
Yeah.
You don't want a hole in the roof.
That's true.
That's where the rain and snow comes
It's
from.
cold.
But you do need to get the smoke out.
So you want to have like a flue, or you want to have something that's slanted so the rain doesn't get in.
But that takes a
that's-
while to figure out.
Yeah, you're just like, we've got this hole in the roof. What do we do?
It's making
Cover
me
it up.
cold.
Oh, now I'm dying. What do we do? Open it up. And now I'm chilly and cold and wet.
How do I figure this out?
The rain keeps
okay.
coming into my fire hole and wetting my fire, and the fire goes out.
Don't understand.
Yeah.
We have two options: cover the hole, open the hole. That's it.
How do you win? Plus, there's so many years of human history where we had chimneys, and then we,
Forgot about
Well,
them.
yeah, like the Romans were like, "Here's chimneys," and the Romans left, and everyone was like, "Fuck chimneys! I miss living in a bog."
Was there ever any situation where they're like, we figured out chimneys, and then your enemies or like a neighbor that hates you just comes up and blocks your chimney? And they're like, oh, we got to get rid of this chimney. Ban this chimney now.
It's taken a long time for humans to realize that smoke is bad for your lungs.
That's true.
So maybe they were like, chimneys, like filling the house with smoke actually makes us warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of smoke, is this a true thing, or is
Okay.
it something
I'm very
that I
excited.
read, like
So
I read
keen.
and is a lie? But the
Cigarettes
whole,
are good for you? That's
yeah,
true.
I think so.
I figured. So the phrase to blow smoke up one's ass came from when people were drowning, or they drowned. They fished them out of, like, say, the Thames or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they got like one of them little blowy things for the fire.
Oh, like a- yeah,
and they
yeah, a
shoved it-
bellows.
bellows, and they shoved it up your ass and blew smoke in there as a way to try and revive you.
Maybe I have heard that too, but I don't know if it's true.
Is that just
I
like,
hope it's true.
If I was in QI with the big blaring sounds come out, be like, dunce, this fucking idiot.
This
And
guy
I'd be
think he knows
"I'm
shit.
sorry, I don't know anything.
Please don't hurt me.
I have room temperature IQ.
It was used to resuscitate victims of near drowning, and it was also used to ease the symptoms of a hernia. And it's a tobacco smoke enema.
That's awesome. Do you think it
okay.
would feel kind of good?
I reckon.
Or at the very least, it would be funny seeing the smoke come back out.
This guy's ass is on fire. So
But I
maybe I wouldn't get hogged.
Yeah,
That's nice.
So medicine at first was like tobacco fucking rules.
Yeah.
As a tool against both cold and drowsiness.
Okay.
Hey, you cold? Smoke a cigarette. Hey, you sleepy? Smoke a cigarette.
What era was that in, and when is Encanto set era-wise? Because could the house be like, welcome to open the door, and guess what? Smoke them if you got them.
I'm making house cigarettes for the
You can call
family.
yourself Lucky Strike.
Then, so it was 1776.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe not 77.
Yeah, I think it's a
And
little bit
then
off.
they were like,
Un
wait,
petit later.
Yeah.
wait, if tobacco fucking rules for being cold and being drowsy,
Yeah.
what if we put it in someone's asshole to treat gut pain, resuscitate victims of near drowning, and
There
then
you
if we
go.
make liquid tobacco enemas, it'll ease the symptoms of a hernia.
Whoa.
What's the leap?
yeah.
From like, it keeps us warm. Well, if you're drowning, you need smoke in your asshole.
Yeah. How do you make the joke there?
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Huh?
The enema device has, they still have to smoke the pipe.
Oh, dude.
So, yeah.
Like a human bong.
Yeah, yeah, look. So that line there, F to G,
Yeah.
that's the pipe. So yeah, you literally,
so you
someone
shove it-
smokes a pipe into,
And then they blow like a tube or something.
it's a pig's bladder.
Yeah.
So you blow into the pig's bladder.
Yeah,
And
which
then you
the
bellows the smoke into an asshole.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How long did they do that for, and did it work?
I reckon too long and no.
Yeah.
They stopped in the early 19th century when they discovered that the principal active agent in tobacco smoke, nicotine, is poisonous.
Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah. We've been poisoning asses
We've been
across this great
poisoning all
country.
these drowning victims. We cooked it.
That's awesome, dude. I loved it. I love learning that. It worked a bit. That's what I'm guessing by that noise.
So 1811 is when they realized, because that was the first time
That's late.
that was the first time that someone was like, hey, I've done tests and nicotine, it's bad for you.
Yeah.
But certain beliefs regarding the effectiveness of tobacco smoke to protect against disease persisted well into the 20th century.
Yeah.
Great to hear.
Good stuff.
Great to hear. Okay. All right. So I guess all that aside.
Yeah.
Oh, and the reason they used
never mind.
the reason they used it for
Hernias?
oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
The first time they did a tobacco enema
Yeah.
was they hung someone accidentally. Like they
All right, we're gonna hang this person. Pull the cord. Someone else drops shit.
Whoa, whoops. Somebody get the tobacco.
so
What?
So it was an appropriate treatment for apparent death.
Yeah, okay.
Because of the warmth and stimulation. Anne Green, a woman sentenced to death and to be hanged for the supposed murder of her stillborn child.
Yeah.
The doctors then went back to the stillborn child and were like, oh shit, this baby's still alive.
That was a quick turnaround.
Whoa.
Of hanging.
They hanged the lady.
Were they quick?
Yeah, they're on
It
it.
just seems to be
Oh,
like.
hang on. Or maybe...
You killed your own child.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Look, the baby
There's
stuff's
maybe a
still
trial.
sad. So
Yeah.
I think what happened is they were like, you
Okay.
killed your child, and then they were like, oh, wait, no, fuck, this was a stillborn. We've just hanged someone
Oh, I see.
for the
Okay.
murder of something that wasn't their fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they smoked the lady.
And they smoked the lady, and she came back to life, and then they pardoned her. I'm so sorry we hanged you.
How long between the hanging and the smoking?
Yeah. What's the turnaround there?
Because it's just kind of like they hang her. Oh shit! Whoa! Whoopsie daisies!
Unhang her, smoker,
Quickly,
smoker.
If that's like not instantaneous,
Yeah.
what happened?
How did that work?
Well, we buried her.
Yeah,
dug her
we've had the
up.
funeral, buried her in the backyard. Oh, fuck, dig her up. That's crazy.
That
And it
can't
worked.
that can't
It
be
worked.
true.
That's
Or
fucked up.
maybe it was. What do I do? I'm not a medical
I don't
doctor.
know enough about, smoking cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Heard they're good for my T's.
yeah. They can't.
She
it
was
can't be all bad.
hanging for half an hour.
Guys, it'll help.
Somebody better start lighting cigarettes, or I am toast. Hanging for half an hour.
I guess
that
they didn't have the
stinks.
drop.
Yeah, I suppose.
The whole thing,
Yeah.
helping with the drop and that kind of stuff. I guess they just didn't have that, so she's just there, just
Dangling.
Strong neck.
Strong neck
neck
woman.
is what I mean.
Yeah. Hanging would be a bad. If you could pick a method of execution, what would you pick? Do you think?
3 shots to the back of the head.
Yes, gangland style.
So
Was the 3 shots to ensure that
Yeah, I
you're
don't wanna
really
see it
gone?
coming.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Anne
fair.
Green had a truly fucked up life.
Yeah.
She didn't get pardoned because it was a stillborn.
Yeah.
She got pardoned because she didn't die from that hanging. So they were like, God saved her.
Oh,
She
yeah,
must
that's
be
a classic.
innocent.
That's sort of like trial by combat, but you're versing the noose.
yeah.
Okay, so they hang her.
Mm-hmm.
She gets hanged.
30 minutes later.
Yeah.
Cut to
half an hour
They
passes
try. Friends try to pull her down after she's been hanged.
by. Yeah.
A soldier then hits her 4 or 5 times with the butt of his musket to make sure she's dead. After half an hour, she was believed to be dead.
Yeah.
So University of Oxford physicians take her for
Dissecting?
dissection. They open up her coffin the following day and discover that she has a very faint pulse and is weakly breathing. And then they
What the
They
fuck?
pour hot cordial down her throat.
Hot cordial?
They rub her limbs. They do some bloodletting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that helps.
She probably has too much blood.
Yeah, I would
so-
get that. And that's one thing that I
I get
understand.
that makes sense to me. Yeah.
They put warm towels on her breasts.
Okay.
And administer a
Cold
tobacco.
titties.
Yeah, I understand it. Cold titties.
They then administer a tobacco smoke enema.
Dude, tell you what, taking all the blood out of this lady's made her tits freeze and go.
And then they placed her in a warm bed with another woman who rubbed her and kept her warm. And then she began And then she began to recover quickly. She started talking again after 12 to 14 hours of treatment and ate solid food 4 days later.
Medical science
Within 4
used to be so cool. Guys, I feel a little bit, my little tum-tum's a bit sore.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor, so he put me to bed. A lady just came in and started cuddling me, and now I'm feeling pretty good.
And then, she fully recovered within a month. She just had amnesia around her execution.
Yeah.
She couldn't really
Fair
remember
enough.
being killed.
Somebody warmed this lady's titties up and get her 50 cc's of hot babe stat. That's awesome, dude. Medical science used to fucking rock.
Yeah, no. Now it's like, this is radiation. We're going to inject it into you. You're going to feel sick.
Yeah, you're going to feel like absolute shit.
Terrible. Oh, you got to lose your hair.
Or you go in and you're like, oh, I feel unwell, and the doctor's like, pay attention to it. Come back in a week.
Yeah.
You're like,
and then I never make
I
that
don't
a
come
follow-up
back.
appointment.
Of course
And they're
not.
like, hey, do this X-ray, and I'm like, I will do that X-ray, doctor. And then that slip sits in the bottom of my door for 4 years.
Absolutely.
And the pain hasn't gone away.
No, but you're not dead. You know?
Whereas if I had some warm towels on my titties, maybe I would have fixed me.
And some cigarette smoke in your asshole.
They won't, once again, I would be so fixed.
Imagine, it's so funny, the escalation of that. They're like, would you like some, we'll give you some warm cordial. You're like, thank you. They're like, how are your titties?
A bit cold, actually.
Okay, hot towels on the titties.
Do you need a cuddle? Are you lonely? Get
We're
away
also
from
going
here.
to take some
Stat.
blood.
Okay, you probably have too much blood and not enough another woman. Right? Okay. Just let her cuddle you.
Okay,
and we're
she'll
going to blow
rub you and
smoke up
keep you
your
up.
asshole. And you'll be right as rain.
It's also so funny
Right.
because the way that the enema would work is they would put it in the person's asshole
Yeah.
and then they would have to crouch down and smoke
It's
into
so funny to be like, we're going to give you a medical enema. And you're like, okay. And they like lay you on your side, stick the tube in, and you're like, nothing's going in. And then you just hear the... You just having a smoking a pipe before you give me the enema? No.
No. This is medical. I'm about to blow smoke up your ass.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Medical,
In this era, that means it's a good thing.
Yeah, you want that. Yeah, it's funny then that because to blow smoke up someone's ass is to like kind of
Gas them up.
Gas them up. But isn't it like you're gassing them up?
It's a negative. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you don't need
Shut the
to.
fuck up,
It's kind of
you
like
know?
bootlicking to blow smoke up someone's ass,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well, I guess it is. I mean, it is bad to blow. To give someone a tobacco smoke enema.
Yes.
Yeah, but it used to be for drowning.
It used to be a good thing.
It saved a lady
stop
from hanging.
resuscitating that guy, dude.
It's like Nimrod, right?
Yes.
Nimrod was meant to be like, again, a very good hunter, but
Yeah.
then Bugs Bunny starts mocking Elmer Fudd sarcastically to call him Nimrod.
Yeah.
And now we're
Now it
like...
means a dumb
oh,
guy.
Yeah, now it means a big old
I
idiot.
guess it must have been that at some point people started making fun of it because they were like, that was dumb that
Yeah,
we did
what
that.
the-
we
We
smoked
literally-
into someone's asshole.
Literally shoved the pipe up. We literally shoved smoke up someone's ass.
Yeah.
Thinking it would be good.
I wonder if, like, maybe there was some kind of, like to refer to kissing someone's ass is like,
Yeah.
no, stop kissing their ass. Maybe blowing smoke up someone's ass was bad for the person blowing the smoke because it was 1650 and
Yeah.
assholes were probably traditionally quite
Plus,
filthy.
if you're blowing the
and
smoke and a
stinky.
fart comes back.
And then, well,
Oh,
you're sucking up the smoke. And you,
Oh, God. I know I just smoked a fart.
I just smoked tobacco fart.
A
I hate
smoky fart is like that's a smell that like we will never experience.
Yeah.
Wow. Smells lost to time.
Yeah.
Tell
That is
you.
a smell lost to time.
Tell
That's
you
sad.
what. Anyway, so this magic house.
Fuck this magic house.
Would you?
Okay.
Well, okay. Would you trust it? You live in the house.
We live in the house.
You got a talent. You got a door.
So I guess this has to be before Mirabelle does all this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
We are the next in line.
Exactly.
Kid before us, he gets talking to animals.
We
We're
touch
like,
the
yeah,
candles.
and we get some sweet powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can like Alex Mack. I can become like wet
Yeah.
goo.
The Secret Life of Alex Mack.
Yeah.
You become goo, but it's not water. It's like
It's like it's almost like mercury.
Okay.
And it is poisonous.
All right. I can turn into a chicken and lay an egg that can either two eggs, one that heals you and one that hurts you.
Okay.
my hands are knives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like Edward Scissorhands, just two big knives.
Yeah.
Do they have like a handle guard, or does it just go from wrist into knife?
It's got a handle guard.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like imagine, I guess, the reverse of like when you're wearing a long sleeve shirt, how where your wrist comes out of the shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Except it would be the opposite, where I would have no sleeves and then
Just flesh,
Flesh
knives.
to
and
knife.
then the knife, but with like a wrist thing, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we
I
live in the
miss
house.
having hands.
Yeah,
That makes
fair
sense.
enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what we could put you to work doing, really.
And chopping.
I guess you get good at using the
Chopping,
knives.
and I guess you'd be like, "Oh, he's got knives. That means he's good at chopping down trees." We would lie to
Yeah,
ourselves.
that's
I
true.
would say no. These knives are for human flesh.
Also, maybe for butchering. We gotta-
Execution.
Oh, I could kill a pig. I could kill a pig. I could kill a pig. I could behead a chick.
Don't want Zammit to get mixed up with the other chickens. Are you permanently a chicken?
I was like, I could turn into a chicken.
Okay,
but,
all right.
Funny, like, what if I have chicken features?
Okay, you're like a chicken man.
Like a chicken man that can lay an egg.
Okay.
And depending what I'm feeling like at the time.
Oh, it's just
or maybe
mood-based.
it could be the mood based. Again,
Yeah.
it seems that like a lot of them have they can't control that power.
Yeah.
So it's maybe like depending what I eat, I can either do like a regular egg.
Yeah.
An egg that's like extra goodness. So
Okay,
like a
healing egg, yeah.
not a healing like because we would have got a healing with food.
Like a nutritional egg?
I
or
was
like an
thinking
egg
more
that
like,
soups you up, gives you
like,
the juice.
With Mario,
Gives you the juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario sucking down a mushroom gets bigger and stronger.
Oh, okay.
So it's an egg that makes you juiced.
Yeah.
like a juiced egg.
Okay,
or
nice,
an
nice.
egg that will kill you.
Okay. An egg. Yeah. Okay. Can I tell the difference between these eggs? Or am I in the kitchen like, fuck?
One of these is a juiced egg. And
Sweat dripping. I hope this is a regular egg.
I'll just put
man.
both in.
I'll make a cake with all of them.
Then surely the juiced egg will even
It'll
out the-
counteract the evil egg.
I reckon it'll be to do with the shell.
Okay.
So like the egg that will kill you, maybe it's
Cro-
a bit, like, darker.
crossbones.
Oh, yeah.
Skull and crossbones on the egg.
Yeah, skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
Then like
The juiced one's got a bicep.
Yeah, bicep or big thumb up.
Yeah, nice.
And then an egg's an egg.
Regular egg,
okay.
you don't have
Yeah.
to fear.
I feel like
Maybe the regular egg can just say egg.
It's got egg written on it. Yeah.
And like, it's just like size of if I could lay an egg as a man.
Yeah.
How big would that egg be if you could lay an egg?
Like
I
an
guess it would
emu
be-
egg.
Emu egg. Good
reckon-
luck, brother.
I reckon it's
Do
probably
you get
in
a
bet-
cloaca
Of
out of
course
this?
I get a cloaca. And I
Fabulous.
imagine I get broody.
Okay, yeah. Your bedroom is just one big nest.
Yeah.
A lot of hay everywhere.
Your bedroom is
Start kicking things
torn
up.
apart.
I'll get like sweet little backwards knees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're really transforming into a man-sized chicken.
Yeah. You become one of those horrible chickens from that video that gets shared around of like it's like normal chicken, and that
Brahmin
horrible
chicken?
that monster chicken coming out of the house.
Yeah, I was thinking like combination of like like a little Brahmin chicken and like beak from the X.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I really like your room. It's just you
It's a
with like
regular
your
room.
pillows exploded,
Yeah.
your blanket.
Just
You're
like
just sitting there so upset.
I wish it also gave me gloves.
Yeah.
Could have knitted you some, just like there. just-
Cut through them.
Yeah. Leather sheaths for your hands.
You need someone to help wipe.
You're gonna
Yeah.
slice your asshole open. Fair enough, dude.
That's
Yeah. I hate this house.
understandable.
But yeah, like even
Go get a jacket.
Yeah.
but even without our fucking powers,
Yes.
Yeah.
the house, like if you just live in the village,
Yeah.
I'd be so scared because like, oh, okay, the house has created someone that can hear all of my secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The house has made. I would feel like that they at some point I was like, there's going to be a rebellion against us.
Yeah, okay.
Because you got two things going on. One, if you're living
Fuck
in the
this
house,
house.
Yeah,
and you're
fair
like,
enough.
this idea, if you believe, the grandma's propaganda
Yeah.
that we're here to help everybody.
Yeah.
And so then you'd be like, I just want a day off. you
Yeah,
know?
true,
But
true,
here
true.
I am. I have to help everyone, fix their own bullshit. But I just want to I want to be left
Or
alone.
just hang
or
out.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then, you've got that having and then you also then have the villagers who are being like, why couldn't I have been special?
Yeah,
Why
there's-
couldn't I have been born to that?
If
and then
I
they try and have
learn-
like a whole thing about trying to marry into the family.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Because
then,
then your status in that village goes up.
and I'm closer to the candle. Maybe if I touch the candle, I'll get spells or whatever.
maybe.
If you have
Maybe
a
I can
cast
lick that
fireball
candle.
or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Would you? Okay, yeah. So if you thought that the candle gave you powers,
Yeah.
would you just try and touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's in like.
What were
Yes.
you? What was the what?
No. So
Why
say
would you
like
not?
this mug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you touch. Sure, but if nothing happens, are you gonna then try and up the ante, or are you gonna be like, oh, okay, I touched the candle and
Well,
nothing happened?
so-
Would you try and lick it? Would you
well,
try and like
maybe.
Eat it.
take a bite?
Firstly, I would touch the candle, nothing happened. I'd be like, I got to do my research. Then, whenever there's that ceremony to see what the kids
Yeah.
do or whatever, I kind of pay attention.
How old are they when they get their powers? The movie says, but I can't remember.
Well, the
Young one's like, what, 5
he's like
or
5
some
or
shit?
6, so it's pretty young. But because actually they get their powers from touching the doorknob. not the candle. Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
So
I've
we're
singed
touching the
myself
candle
for
and being
no
like, why
reason.
isn't it working? Then we're at the next ceremony, we're like,
So we push the kid out of the way and touch the door.
grab the
handle?
doorknob. Would the house give us powers?
No.
That's
Because also when things go wrong, the door disappears because that happens to Mirabella.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. It goes away.
It goes
With
away.
escape
So
pods.
she was meant to get her power. I
Could
wonder what that
you-
power was.
Yeah, the house didn't want to give her a power.
Could you, while like the ceremony's happening,
Gun hands.
Yeah.
yeah, rush to the front and be like, "Oh, let me help you."
Oh,
And
let
open
me
the door,
get the
open the
door
door
for
for
you.
them and get there and steal their powers.
That's a good idea. Or would the house be like, sorry, you're not part of the family.
Oh,
you ain't
and then-
getting shit.
And
Then you fucked it up for the kid.
Yeah. And then you're an outcast.
Yeah, the town puts you on a donkey, slaps the donkey's ass, sends you off into the wilderness.
Oh, fuck
Off a cliff. We hate donkeys in this town.
they do.
Donkeys get so fucked up, dude.
you're
A donkey's tough,
yeah.
but it's not that tough.
No.
Yeah, I think if I was in the that community as well, if you're like, hey, this is nice that I say, you know, I'm a farmer or whatever.
Yeah, nice.
And I like tooling with like the ground and the soil, and I get joy out of doing this.
Yeah.
And because I know I can provide food for my community, this is my sense of helping out because, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then someone comes in and they start lifting up my donkeys, plowing the fields for me, and just doing everything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be sitting there being like, well, then what do I do?
Yeah, but also like,
I'm the star. I don't know. Do I drink? What do I do now?
I start making fuckable puppets.
Fuckable puppets.
Yeah, I got nothing but time on my hands, so.
Why fuckable puppets? Out of everything.
You always need them.
Name one scenario where you don't. In the history of humanity,
Yeah.
what group
If I had
does
a
not
fuckable-
need fuckable puppets?
If I had a fuckable puppet right now, that would not make my day better.
yeah,
or-
look, right.
We're not
now.
here in the
Yeah.
studio.
But in the comfort of
In the
your own-
privacy of your bedroom.
Yeah. And like you don't have access to pornography,
Yeah.
and the idea of jerking off it hasn't quite come across your head.
What about making love to my husband or wife or other?
Well, you can
They're
do that
away.
if you like.
They're
out.
away.
They're out.
So your plan is, okay.
I'm like, hey, the
I'm gonna
family is
invent the-
taking over every single role.
I'm gonna
I've got nothing to do. I've got nothing but
invent
time on my
sex
hands. I'm going to invent fuckable puppets.
because no one's figured out jerking off yet.
Well, I know it's like a sex doll.
Yeah.
But extra.
Yeah.
Sex doll, but extra.
What is hang on? What is a fuckable puppet? Like a hand puppet? Because that
No,
is just
no,
jerking
no,
off
no.
with an
Or do
extra
you mean
step.
like a marionette?
It's like a marionette. Okay. This would be the
Paint me a
dream
picture.
scenario.
Paint me a picture.
You come to Jackson Bailey's Fuckable Puppet Emporium. Okay.
They plow my crops so you can plow my puppets.
You pick from an array of beautiful puppets. You enter the stage.
Okay.
No one's watching, but
Yeah.
it's set up like a stage. I'm in the rafters.
watching.
I have the T-bar of the marionette.
Okay.
You
This service sucks.
Okay.
you pull your trousers down.
Uh-huh.
You are turgid. My puppet walks over to you and then gently lowers onto your member. And then with a delicate, dexterous movement, I make love to you through the puppet.
So no one's watching except you. And also, I'm getting fucked by a literal puppet, like Pinocchio.
Yes.
You've just done fucking being John Malkovich.
That's my business.
I hope your business closes down immediately and no one comes to it.
I think if I was fucking a pussy or an asshole with this puppet, that would be really difficult. Because to get the right thrust with just my hand, I think is nigh
Just
impossible.
Someone just grabbing it and being like, you know what, I got this. Laying it down and just riding it. You there being like,
No, my
you're doing
dream!
it wrong. You're fucking wrong. You're fucking wrong.
Maybe I can have it so that the penis is on a sort of crank and I
Oh,
twist it
yeah.
at the back before they begin.
like an old-timey fuck machine.
Yeah. And then I manipulate it from the rafters and the dick's just doing that.
Like kind of like the thing that George Clooney's character makes
Exactly.
in Burn After
In,
Reading.
Burn After Reading, yeah.
Where it's just like it pushes back and with
And
like
then
a
just
rhythm.
by pure physics, it's making
Why does
love
this
to
feel
you.
like this is your lifelong dream?
It's an idea I just had then.
fuck the house, fuck this town, and fuck Jackson's fuckable puppet emporium.
Yeah. I feel if we were part of the family, initially there might be this nice feeling of I'm happy in the community, but then the whole thing about like, why is it up to me? I didn't want this responsibility, especially when I'm a surly teen, to kind of go through that, to be like, why am I having this responsibility to this? I didn't ask for this. I don't want this.
It's so funny
this
that
sucks now because I don't even like animals and I can talk to animals.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny that we're approaching this from two different ways, because you're like, oh, the burden of these powers. I'm seeing myself as a villager being like, these pieces of shit think they're better than me.
And then they're like, I didn't in the village. I didn't ask for help.
Yeah.
They just came in and started plowing my fields. I wanted to plow my own field.
Absolutely.
Now let's make fuckable puppets. And let me tell you, no one wants that.
There is not a market for it.
Jackson smoking a pipe over here in this conversation. Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah.
How many
Let
you
me
sold
tell
today?
It's
None.
lucrative. Well, I only need to sell one a day. That's enough.
Also, you're selling an experience, not a puppet.
Yeah, really. It's not about the money. It's more about love of the game.
Well, I mean, what am I doing? Everybody takes care of everything else for me.
Because,
So.
with that whole little tiny family, they've taken care of everything that a community can do. Like,
Yeah.
sure, I can grow crops, but then it's like, and also it'd be like, I can grow crops, but then you got that person over there who can, with
Grow better
a
crops.
flick of their hand, make these crops incredible, and what would take me seasons, they just do like that. What's the point?
But it's funny
and I'd
because-
be mad that they can do that, and then I'd be doubly mad that they're not doing it now.
Yeah. Well, it's
So,
funny because in the movie, prior to everything that happens like with Mirabelle or whatever, they're not growing your crops.
Yeah.
You see the girl making flowers, and you're like,
Can't eat flowers.
Can you make anything else? You can't eat flowers.
Yeah.
Really, the only person that's like helping nonstop is strong person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a whole song about that.
Yeah, and they seem a little unhappy.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody else's powers, the way they use them, like, I don't know, how does the listening well lady help the community?
Yeah.
Doesn't.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
How does the
she's
flower
like-
lady help the community?
Makes it pretty.
She makes her bedroom pretty.
She makes
Sometimes she makes the town pretty.
Makes
She
the
puts
town,
roses
like,
around.
beautification of the town.
It's nice, I guess.
She makes herself pretty because
Yeah.
everyone wants to have sex with her. That is also a part of the.
Yeah.
Pheromones or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. She's, yeah.
I guess with now we have a guy that can talk to jaguars. Our jaguar attacks of Loveable.
Yeah, that's good.
That's always a
great.
bonus.
That's a real problem.
Maybe he can talk to chickens to be like, hey, just hold still, and then he cut off their heads.
Hey, hostel is chill, dude.
It's chill, dude.
Why is it? Why?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Hey,
like the
hunting chickens is easy now.
Hang on. How did the village? Were the chickens wild?
Why are they hunting them?
Well, you don't even need them on a farm now. You can just hunt them. They can be free-range chickens, and then you don't need to catch
Do
them.
these chickens know about you? You got the free range chickens. He comes up to them. He says, "Hey, chickens,
Hey, chickens, go in the house.
you're gonna come with me." And the chickens are like, "I know what fucking happened, dude.
No,
I'm
you
not
don't-
coming in the
Dude,
house."
you're a chicken. You don't know jack
No,
shit.
bro, we've changed.
We've changed. We actually go in there, and you know
There's actually like a chicken paradise in this house.
Yeah,
dude.
there's actually a fuckable chicken parrot.
It's a
Fuckable chicken parrot. Wow.
We know every chicken desperately wants to fuck a parrot because that's like a beautiful chicken.
Yeah, we understand that in the hierarchy of sexy chickens, parrot is number one.
Every chicken,
It's so beautiful and colorful and
It's a
fuckable.
chicken's dream bird is a parrot. So
Yeah.
there's one in here. You're not fucking with me, bro.
No.
You're not fucking with me.
What
Tell
would
me there's a
that-
sexy parrot in there.
How would I come up with this?
Okay, dude, I think it's all good.
Yeah, everyone, you get.
Let's go.
And then
Holding your little knife hand out and they all just walk in.
They always fall for the fuckable parrot line every damn time.
Every time.
killing chickens has never been easier.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so I guess a lot of the ways I think I'd trust this house. And
Yeah.
I think I'd be annoyed at this family if they were helping. It'd be like, well, what am I doing now? And if they
Yeah.
weren't helping, I'm like, why aren't they helping?
Why aren't they helping
I'm
me?
unsatisfied.
Yeah,
I'm stroppy and difficult.
I would move. I would have to move.
Yeah. Couldn't
Fuck
live
this
there.
town. No, fuck this town.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, I also wouldn't be able to live in, for example, Canberra.
Yeah.
If the Prime Minister lived next door to me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
'cause
stop, you're fucking up my shit.
Yeah.
And if you're helping too much, I hate that. Get out of my house,
I
Prime
get it.
Minister.
It's bad to be so intimately aware of the seat of power. I
Yeah.
think, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Keep it abstract. Yeah.
Plus, again, like the small town politics would be
Yes.
crazy.
Oh, God.
Plus, again, the person that can listen to everything, I'd be so paranoid.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'd be like,
Vow of silence. violence.
Yeah. Who died and made them like, king of this village? And I'm like, the grandfather died. I'm like,
grandfather.
okay, but then who
fair
made
enough.
him the well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But then I voiced that and suddenly I got like, flowers growing into my asshole. I don't like that at all.
Flower animal.
I think I'd also be kind of pissed off when the movie happens that I'm like, their internal family politics nearly ended the paradise I live in.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Like,
You just
imagine-
can't be happy.
Yeah.
Fuck the house. Burn down the house.
Imagine things were going great and that they were helping. You had like, strong lady helping. You got like the person who's like, growing crops actually doing that. You got the weather witch being like, I'll help you out and like water your plants, etc., etc. And then, all this internal politics and suddenly they have no powers. I became so reliant on this.
Absolutely.
Now I got to do things with my own bare hands.
And I haven't
was busy
learned.
fucking that puppy.
Yeah.
Everybody's a line out the front, dude. Around the block. People have heard how good it is.
I'm the only one not there being like, what is wrong with
Well,
you?
dude, What is wrong
with you?
I hate this town.
Don't knock until you try it. That's all I'm saying, dude.
I'm sneaking in and I'm cutting the strings.
Dude, that's fucked up. We will exile you.
yeah,
You're getting the donkey. You're getting the
Donkey
donkey
off
treatment.
Piccolo.
You're going to donkey trip, but everyone's mad at you.
Jackson's fuckable puppet was the backbone of this town.
It was what was holding
More
us
than the
together.
family.
Yep. It was the glue holding this town together.
Fuck this town. I'm moving.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
hope this donkey takes me to a grave.
And then off the cliff you go.
Yeah.
Rest
Well,
in peace.
Yeah.
would we trust the magic house? No.
No, probably not.
It would if we did trust it, we would then be disappointed by it.
Yeah.
Fuck the house.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, yeah. Never meet your heroes is the lesson.
Yeah, I think so.
And on that note, I've been Joel.
I've been Jackson.
I've also been Joel.
This has been another episode of Plumbing the Death Star. And Encanto, the fucked up town. Fucked up place, don't visit.
Maybe it was.
I don't think Encanto's the name of the town.
Yeah. Plus, if tourism hasn't been booming since we've got these fuckable puppets.
Hang on, what? It's not the name
Encanto's the name of the town. It means like a miracle. It's the miracle.
It's like
It is an
The
Encanto.
town's a miracle, though, right? What are you saying to me?
Is Maribel kind of maybe? Does that mean miracle?
No.
Look at that. That's a fucked up miracle. A miracle is your
Does
normal.
Encanto mean enchantment?
Maybe.
Enchantment?